Well, it's a little late. Uh, kind of had issue after issue getting out to a campsite. So, got here late and it's already dark, and now I'm going to be setting up in the dark. Luckily, I've got my camper, so pop-up campers a little bit easier. I mean, it's easier to do in the dark than a tent is to do in the dark, I think. And then, so yeah, that'll be nice. It'll also be warm. I've got a movie to watch. But yeah, that's the plan. Up at Smith and Morehouse. I don't know if you can see it, but it's going to be a beautiful spot. Moon's out, and I think back behind the moon, or down just to the side of it. All right, well, we made it, and that's the important part. Learning experiences from today. Make sure that I take time to prep the day before, and then double check all of my stuff before I leave. Yeah, so here's the story. Last night I wanted to prep all of my stuff and like kind of have everything ready to go so that when I left this morning, it would just be easy, pick everything, put it in the car, go. Didn't have the chance to do that, didn't really have the time. So I had to prep everything this morning. So I left late. Because I was leaving late, I was kind of scatterbrained and left my backpack home, my work backpack, which I need to work a little bit tomorrow. So drove all the way out here, like an hour and a half to get out here. Get here, realized I left my work backpack home, drove all the way back home. Got home, couldn't find my backpack. Checked the car and it wasn't in the car. And then I realized that I put it in the camper. So I had it with me the whole time. So in a whole extra, probably 4 hours wasted because of that. It was kind of lame. It's life though. I mean, like, who wouldn't waste 4 hours to be able to be camping and wake up in the wilderness tomorrow morning, you know, and be able to just hang out? Like, I don't know. As stinky as it is, it's totally worth it. Sorry, my dogs are eating right now. Another thing that's kind of sucks, last time I camped out here, or I camped with my camper, I brought a projector and it didn't work. It drew too much power. So I was like, oh, that's no problem. I'll just buy another projector. So I bought this little tiny one, right? And plugged it in to the inverter and it worked great. Like, everything worked. I'm going to get everything set up. I didn't grab an HDMI cord. So I guess I'll just be watching them on the iPad. I mean, it's no big deal. You know, it's kind of one thing after another right now, but what's the worst thing that can happen? Like, I'm already here. I'm not leaving. So, like, that's life. I don't know. I guess if I dawned on it, it could get me down. But I'm just gonna push through and be happy. All right. Well, I think these dogs need to go out to potty, and then I'll maybe check back in when I start making dinner. See ya. Well, for dinner tonight, I have got some curry that I made. Made it yesterday and just threw it into a little bag. And now I'm going to boil it up. Once it's nice and warm, I've got some coconut milk that I'm going to add to it just to make sure it's the right consistency. But yeah, that'll be dinner. The dogs already ate. And then I think I'll go to bed. Somebody's tired. How you feeling, Mighty Goo? Come here. Sit. Lay down. Down. Lay down. You know, it's funny, I used to work in IT, so I swear that I have like HDMI cords everywhere I go. Basically, all sorts of just random IT cables kind of everywhere I go. So I'm like, maybe I'll just go look around my car, see if there's anything sitting there. I didn't find one, don't get your hopes up. But how funny that I've got a USB to Ethernet adapter in the car, but I don't have an HDMI cable. What a funny, I don't know, makes me laugh. Excited for my curry, and I'm excited for my movie nonetheless. I act like I'm so disappointed, but prior to this, I was just camping out of a tent, and I was ecstatic to have the iPad, so shut the freak up, dude. Just deal with it. Forgot to put the thermometer out, but just barely threw it out, so it's showing 49 in here. It's really warmer than that, and 43 out there. It's colder than that. We'll give it a few to kind of get up to temp. All right, the curry turned out pretty good. I'm excited for that. And then I decided I wanted to make some coffee, so I have this coconut milk here that I had for the curry anyway, and I'm like, maybe if I heat it up and add coffee to it, maybe it'll be good. I don't know. It's unsweetened. I didn't bring any sugar or anything, but I mean, it was going to be that way anyway. I don't know. I'll let you know. Oh man, I just heard the weirdest sound outside. So spooky. Like there was someone talking out there. Leave it, Todd. Spooky. Ooh, weird. Come on. Come on. Go. Marley, in. Todd. Go. Go. It wasn't like loud talking. I'm sure it was the wind, but just like vaguely sounded like somebody was trying to talk to me. Alright, whatever. Two of my favorite camping items lately are these two things. My little buddy heater. This is the second time I've taken it out. And heated socks. I've got pretty bad circulation, and so these heated socks really tend to help. They've got really good compression all around, and the warmth works really well. Keeps my toes warm, and yeah, I don't know. I've totally loved having them. Worth every penny. The Mr. Buddy heater is great. I'm sure the furnace would work fine in this as well, but the little buddy seems to be a little bit faster. Maybe it got warm a lot quicker with this than it did using the furnace last time. So I was like, who cares? I'm glad I did too, because it's just been such a pain getting out here that I'm just happy to have this working, you know. It sounds like I'm super down. I'm not. I'm so happy to be here. I'm really, I don't know. Say hi to the pups. Marley, stop. I got distracted and forgot to eat my curry. And it got cold, so now I'm heating it up again. Just got up to go to the restroom, let the dogs go potty. Now we're getting back ready for bed again. Let's see. 21 outside, 58 inside. The furnace on the camper kicked on. It makes me laugh that it didn't kick on until almost 60 degrees, where if anything it should be set to turn off like at 70 degrees or something like that. I don't know. It's just funny that it took this long to turn on. Finished the last movie, now I'm watching Ernest Goes to Jail. It's a classic. Alright, good morning. Oh, another night. I don't know, another something. The dog slept well. There was a lot of wind last night. I had checked the weather and it didn't say it was going to be particularly windy. Man, sometimes it just felt like the whole camper was just getting rocked. I don't know, it was weird. It's kind of a long night. It kept me up. Oh. All right. Isn't that something? Alright, just picked up some drone footage. Go grab my drone and then get the camper hooked up. It's already put away, it just needs to be attached to the hitch. Alright, well, that's it. We're out of there. Kind of made out like a bandit today. I don't know. My cell service wasn't really good enough to be able to work, and I'm not like a coder. I couldn't just work without service. I've got to be able to connect into my work and collaborate with my colleagues. So yeah, it just wasn't the right spot to be able to camp and work this morning, and unfortunately I've got some stuff that I need to do. So yeah, heading home. Should be back by let's see, it's 9:15. I've been on the road for 15 minutes, so maybe 10:30 or so. Yeah, not too bad. I would say not my best camp, but certainly not my worst. Is there even such a thing as a worst camp? I don't know. Yeah, I guess there is. I just haven't had mine yet. Sorry for those that have. All right, well, I think I'm gonna shut up. See you guys later. Have a good one.